Alright, it's really late. It's like 1:39 in the morning. But I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna see bad reviews for the best roller coaster in the world. I just want to see what people have to say. Overwhelmingly positive is what most people do. But I'm trying to find if there's anybody who have problems, because all the enthusiasts I know have this as their number one coaster. Even AI likes it. So, everybody likes this. Maybe I have to put the park name. See, it's world class. Alright, it's 4.6, so one of the best roller coasters. This is my mom's account. This is the review that I gave it. See? Alright, we have to go on lowest now. Worst ride in all of Cedar Point. The only ride I was scared for my life on. Alright. I think roller coasters are supposed to scare you because, that's the point of them. I had to close my eyes so I wouldn't puke or pass out. Alright. I'm sorry. That sucks. Alright. They are definitely not clear about all of the ride. All about the ride. They make you get a locker for your belongings. Such an inconvenience. You're at the park all day, and of course you'll need an item of 2 for yourself. They made me get out of line. You can't even carry your wallet in your pocket. Try saying that they have a big sign, but it's a big sign with the smallest lettering. They should have one sign that states clearly in big bold letters that you can't bring anything with you on the ride. I'm just gonna stop it there because he's complaining about his wallet going missing. But I hope he knows that they had to shut these rides. They had to make them put lockers because people were losing their crap and it was hitting people. And they would have complained about that too. So it's basically a lose-lose situation for the best coaster in the world. It's not fair. Do not recommend if you need glasses. Not accessible if you wear glasses. You cannot wear glasses. Alright, we've got to the point where we can't wear glasses. You can't wear glasses on or up to the ride. There are not high visibility ADA strips on the stairs leaving the ride, which you will have to do without your glasses. When I was there definitely was. There was yellow lines on each of the steps on the exit. I don't know what exit she went through. I think she might have gone down the lift hill. Or he. I hope that he got ejected from the park because you're not supposed to be there unless you're getting evac'd from the ride. But that's kind of weird. I waited 8 hours for this nightmare of horrors. This ride is so bad. So first thing, no good hills. Second, incorrect. Very janky. That's the smoothest ride I've ever been on. No uppy downy time. Apparently that's airtime, but this coaster has 30 seconds of airtime. Very janky. No, just a bad ride. That's also a lie. Also, no loop-de-loop. So what if there's no loop-de-loops? Loop-de-loops are the most plain inversion. My favorite inversion is a Cobra Roll. It doesn't have that. Steel Vengeance is not an inversion-focused coaster. It has 4 inversions that are great inversions. They're really intense. It's just that this coaster was made to be the best in the world. And for the best in the world, you need lots of airtime. Alright. Plus, you have to get a locker, and that sucks. So I guess he wants to hit people in the head with phones flying out of his pocket. That sounds very great. all it does is go up and down and upside down. What do you expect it to do? Like, that's what coasters do. And it's a very trash ride. Even Woodstock Express is bad. Alright, he's trolling. This person's a troll. Alright. Broke down and got turned away twice. Third time, it was cool. Total time waiting in line for that ride was 3 hours. So, apparently it's the ride's fault that you have to wait long in the ride. That sounds great. There was no airtime. That's a lie. So weak, the Outer Bank gave me no airtime. What? That's one of the best airtimes. I'm so mad that the off-axis trick track double up, double down axis 0G roll, access Raven turn, Outer Banked inline twist, 0G roll, Heartline roll gave no forces. I don't remember that part of the ride, but maybe he does. I think he's on to something or on something. This is a ride designed for weak people. They hate exciting wooden coasters. They should tear this POS down. RMC is the worst. RMC is one of the best the best coaster manufacturer. They have 4 coasters in my top 10 right now. Storm Chaser at my number 9 spot. Number 8 spot. Iron Rattler at my number 6 spot. And Lightning Rod at my number 3 spot. And Steel Vengeance, of course, at my number 1 spot. I hope that guy's fine. It says typo, so this review is probably a typo. I'm done riding this ride. It's cool, but the security isn't worth. The supervisor and workers are extremely aggressive about the policy. I witnessed a Cedar Point worker start pushing and shoving a guest first, and then had the guest arrested. It was so surreal. I don't want that to happen to anybody on a ride. It's not worth a night in jail, honestly. I have no words. I guess there were some unwanted people that aren't supposed to be in the Frontier, that is Frontier Town, home to world-class roller coasters in Maverick, and of course the best Steel Vengeance. But that's beyond me. The line was trash and the staff was tripping. Alright, first fix your grammar. The ride was 10 out of 10, but I wasted half of my day just behind that gun fast lane passers. I'm a fast lane user. Then how about you get a job and buy a fast pass or fast lane? But it hurt my legs. Yes, I do like intense coasters, but this was just painful. Alright, thanks for writing a good review about our airtime. That's like literally every RMC coaster hurts it, but Steel Vengeance is definitely known for the worst. Junk. Waited 2 hours. Things junk. Alright. Please put Apple Pay or other options on the lockers. I can't speak. I haven't had to use one of the lockers because I don't carry loose articles at parks. But if there's not, that's really not worth reviewing the ride about. Like, I think this is supposed to be for your ride experience. RMC, you're a horrible company. All right. That's cap. Your coasters never run. That's not true. World's stupid roller coaster. Okay. Mean Streak was better. No, it wasn't. Mean Streak was boring. It had so many trim brakes. Steel Vengeances has trim brakes, but they don't slow the train down at all. It's so slow. There was no airtime, no laterals, how slow the turns were taken, and it was rough. And it was just meandering. Just watch Coaster Studios parody on it. Garbage locker policy. I agree that the locker policy was garbage a few years back, but now it is better because you don't have to get out of line because they have, like, halfway through the line, they have a locker area, which is completely free. And then Bradley Sumser wrote a 1-star review for no reason. That they were just being a doofus. Yeah, and like there's literal Roblox players. Alright. This coaster is the best. Why is it 2-star? Go back row always. I know that. I do that. And near the end of the day, it always warms up right when it opened. We got a trimless ride. What I will say, the locker policy sucks. We had bought more souvenirs. I lost where I was because we wanted to hit a late night ride on Steel Vengeance and couldn't bring it through, even though it would fit in the lockers. So we were told we had to leave in the lockers outside. I used Apple Pay and other store and shop at the park, but the one place that didn't take Apple Pay was the locker, so I couldn't get my night ride. And last ride of the trip, put Apple Pay on the lockers or change your policy. My stuff wouldn't fit in the locker. To be honest, I got a trimless ride on Steel Vengeance. I would trade all that shit I bought for a trimless ride on Steel Vengeance again. Like, nothing. There has to be nothing that's worth that. Alright, Cam Cook said, I don't like it. I don't know if it was the workers or me sitting in the back. But what? The back is the best row. But I didn't like it. First, I like the queue, even though I got pulled aside in the metal detector for no reason. Alright, probably because you were trying to bring something with metal onto the ride, which is very dangerous. And that is a good reason to take somebody out of line. I like the area with the fence and the board with the story. I only had to wait 30 minutes, which I heard was good. It is very good, considering that you don't have a fast lane. That is very good for Cedar Point, for any of the coasters. When I got onto the ride, I was instructed to go in the second seat in the back of the train, one of the best seats on the ride. I sat down comfortably, and my back felt a little uncomfy. It's normal to have a little discomfort, but the shin restraints were hard on my legs. A worker came around and checked my restraints, but when it came to mine, she haymaker slammed down on my crotch. Alright. I've never been stapled on Steel Vengeance. I have, in fact, on the voyage at Holiday World, and it makes the whole ride unenjoyable. And the bunny hills were rough. What? And my thighs ached, which is a sign of good airtime. The drop was amazing and the bottom was smooth until the first inversion. From that point, the hills and inversions were surprisingly rough. Some of these people say everything is rough. Like, put these people on Magnum. Magnum has to be one of the worst coasters of all time. And that's just, it jackhammers through the whole layout. Or Blue Streak. But I don't know. I don't hate it, but it was definitely not what everyone said it was. I don't know. It was extremely painful to alright. It's all the same story. It's repetitive. Ride is awesome. Staff kind of sucked on the day I went and basically ruined the ride for me. Let's see the topics that people write about while talking about this airtime. Embarrassing for your star attraction. That said, the ride itself is flawless. Even the little humps before the airtime, he'll give wildly good airtime. Yeah, good. Note, before entering the queue, bags will need to go into a $1 locker. Blah, blah, blah. If there was a single thing wrong, it's the name and theming. The backstory is boring and it feels forced. Alright, next problem. Going to a Cedar Fair park for theming. What? Don't touch the orange lap bar if you value your lap area. You're not supposed to touch it. You're supposed to let the operator push it down. And a good tip is to lean really up against the back of your seat. Put your knees up so they don't staple you. And then when they dispatch the train, put them back down. And then ride the ride with one hand holding up the restraint so you get airtime. And also make sure your seatbelt's loose so that doesn't ruin it either. Mason, shout out to Mason putting great photos of Steel Vengeance too. This is recording.